1968 Ford C6 automatic transmission. Rebuild and assembly. Stick around, I'll show you how I've done it. I got my pump cleaned up, spotless. I got gears, all that cleaned up, spotless. I put a really thin coat, former gasket 2, where the seal goes in here. I mean, you probably don't have to, but I like to do that anyway, just to be sure. So I got the new seal and 2x4 block, rubber hammer. It's easier to put the seal in first, by the way. You should know that already, but yeah. Done deal. Put a light coat of oil right there, and on the bushing down in there, just to be sure. Okay, now next, flip it over. Gears. I got the gears cleaned up. Remember, they only go one way. Well, actually, you could put, they go either way, but there's only one right way. And I like to put the gears back in the same order, the same way they come out. In this case, the dot was down. I'm gonna put it back the same. So all that up good. Get some oil down in here good. The more the merrier. Dot down. And this one, the notch goes down toward the torque converter. So when your torque converter comes in, you want that like that, not this, just so you know. And I'm using hydraulic oil for wet clutches. That's what I run in my transmissions. I've been running it lately, the Junkyard Dog. That's what I run in it. Dirty John, the C4. That's what I run in it. But it worked good in the C4, so I'm gonna try it in the C6 too. Next, all up the bushings. And this side where the gears run. No gasket, it's a machine fit. 3 and 3. Bolts in. Let me see if I got the torque specs on that. In the book, torque bolts are 28 to 40 foot-pounds. I mean, that's a big difference, 28 to 40. So 28 to 40 is a torque spec on the pump bolts. So what I've done is set my pump in upside down in the case and just started a couple bolts. And I get my knees to hold it there. And now I can get my torque. £30, good enough. So yeah, that's the way I torque those. Ceiling rings, they got to go in and snap together like that, just so you know. See if we can make it happen. Get in there. There we go. One down, one to go. Hold it there, back there, slide this one around. Right there. Good enough. I'm gonna put oil on those before I assemble it. I mean, I'm just rebuilding components right now, so I'll oil up those rings good before I put this in, get them the gaps, one on that side, one on this side, something like that. All right, pump's ready. Separate the O-ring and the gasket. So I got new steels, Alto clutches. Alto, made in the USA. Shift your thinking. Okay, so we're gonna shift our thinking and use Alto clutches. And I wanna make sure they good, right length, width, thickness. Okay, 60 thousandths on the old ones. Evidently they're not wore out. And the new ones, 63, yeah. So we got the right clutches. And you're supposed to soak these for 20 minutes. So I got 5 of them. I think that's how many I need. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah. So I'm gonna soak these in oil and make sure the steel is the same thickness. Let's see what we got. 75. 75, yeah, okay, so I got the right steels right there. So I got my parts washer 2000. I got the parts here I need to clean. Put them in there. Get this O-ring off of here. Ceiling ring. Put it in there. Snap ring. Bellevue spring. Get it down in there in the parts washer 2000. Give it some agitation. By the way, these parts are pretty much clean. It just had transmission oil on them, so. Give it that number. Blow the unleaded gas off of these. Piston. You got this little check ball, you gotta make sure it ain't stuck, and the way you do that is shake it. If you hear it rattling, it's good. So that's good. Let's see, 68 on forward and direct clutch. Okay, let's see what we got. Let's see, this one there, I need a square one. I think that's the one. Nope, that's too big. Looks like it right there. So I put this guy on a piston. It's clearly not the right one. So put this guy in. All right, don't look wide enough, but it fits. Get this guy in. Get some oil on that. Get some oil on this outside right there. Get some oil on this. Oil on the inside. Check ball's good. Now to get it in there, a rubber hammer. All right, Bellevue spring. The retainer clip is in. This guy goes in next. Right there. And clutch steel, clutch steel, clutch steel. They say some of these clutches has got different spline count. Those are the same as the old one, so we're good. All right, clutch. Steel. Clutch. Steel. Clutch. Steel. Clutch. Steel. Clutch. And then this guy. Retainer clip. Is in. Supposed to be about 30-40 thousand slack. Get my feeler gauge, check it. It looks good. So I got a 15 and a 25, that's 40. Let's see. Yep. That's a good snug fit. Yeah, we good. We're good right there. I got my reverse high drum parts clean. Start by putting this new seal down here. right. There it is. Got it. Put a little oil on it. Oil on it here where the other seal is going to run. Seal on the piston. Right there. Put some oil on that. Bearing a ball. Yep, it's good. Here. All right. See if I can get this guy in. There we go. Alright, done. Springs. Alright, this takes 5, 10, 15 of the long springs. So let me get them picked out. So we got long and short. See the difference. Alright, that's short. That's for low reverse piston. All right, 5 here and 5 here. Let me get them in and we'll do the retainer snap ring. Okay, I got 5, 10, 15 springs. I got this guy. I need to get this guy right there. Should be far enough. Now this might be a little difficult. See what's in the back side. Now it is. I'm getting a little pump on it. Now for sure it is. All right. Get that in all the way. Good enough. Simple as that. So if I check my clutches, they come out, they're like what? 68 thousandths. New ones. All right, give me a little bit more. Let's see, we had 5, 3, 4, 1, 2, 4 clutches, 5 steel, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4 steel. And see the steel, 75, new steel, same. All right, we're good. See, I need 5, 2, 3, 4 clutches. I got 5. Might be able to get 5 in it, who knows. Let them soak a minute and we'll put them in. Okay, high reverse drum. See, it had, how many? Had 1, 2, 3, 4 clutches. All right, so we're gonna start with the steel. Goes against the piston. Clutch. Already soaked these, by the way. Steel. That's 2 clutches. Steel. 3 clutches. Steel, 4 clutches. Should be pressure plate. Next. Right there. And a snap ring. Right there. Looks right. Looks good to me. Right there. So I got my pump sitting here. I got my 1 prong shim I put right there. This guy right there. Now I should be able to do an air check. Right there. Good. So now 4 prong shim goes right there. Forward drum right there. Air check. We good. So I got the forward drum, high reverse drum, all that's rebuilt, ready to go in. All right, valve body. I shouldn't have to do anything except for make sure the valve's not stuck, but we got to do that at least. 5/16. See, 1. All right, this is the tricky part right here. All right, this spring, you got a check ball. That one's got a little plunger thing. Check ball, I would say goes right there. Spring. Spacer plate, gasket. It's a little cruddy there, don't it? No check balls here. I don't see any. So it should be able to just clean that up and it'd be good to go. Put Porsche 2000. Okay, this guy, different story. We got a whole bunch of valves here we got to check. I'm gonna start here. It's like the easiest one. Before I even do that, I'm gonna wash it. All right, valve body. I'm just gonna start with like the easiest one. Maybe that one and that one, and then get this set. Yeah, that. Because when you take these plates off, stuff's probably gonna go flying, so we're gonna see. Yep, that's good. More stuff. Yep, that's good. Now I'm just gonna oil this back, oil it up, put it back in. It's not stuck. That's all I want to do, make sure it's not stuck. Okay, a little oil, back in. Spring. No, I don't need oil on spring. Right there. Pull this little guy out, put some oil on it. Just like that. Oil this back up. Put it back in. Simple as that. Well, it might not be real simple. Might not be real simple, but simple as that. Yep. Get all the way in there. There it is. Get in there. Guess I'll clean that a little bit. About that much, be good. Try it again. Get in there, guy. This guy in there. Snug them up a little bit. Check the torque later. All right, that one's pretty simple. Let's try this. See how complicated this is gonna be. That's pretty simple. I think I need to do nothing of that. Stick it back in there. Let's see, spring. This here's pretty simple too. Yep, nothing else in there. All it up, put it back in. Spring. All this up. Put it back in. Wipe this down. I believe they're all gonna be good, but I gotta check, cause there ain't nothing worse putting together automatic transmission and it don't shift like it's supposed to, and you didn't clean the valve body, you didn't check it. So it's a lot easier to check it now than they have to pull the transmission back out and check it later. Okay, that's the two easy ones. This one is a shift valve. I don't need to check it. That's good. Kick down valve is good. Don't need to check it. You gotta check all these guys though. So that'll be fun. All right, hope stuff don't go flying. Check one at a time, put it back in. Yeah, that was free. Get out of there. All that one up, put it back in. I believe y'all gonna be good. All right, this guy. Yep, that one's good. All that up, put it back in. This one. All right, this one's got a kind of a two-part. Save that one for last. All right, this one. Got another something up in there. Great. There it is. It's fine though. If I can get it back in where it's supposed to go. I think it's back in there. Nope. Careful, don't want nothing to fall out. Get in there. Come on now. There it goes. Think I got it? Yeah, there it went. Spring. All this one up. Back in. Spring, yep. We're good there. See what we got here. Yeah, that's good. That one's not stuck. That was good. Ain't doing nothing to that. That one's good. Not stuck. I don't think none of them stuck. I think they're all good. This one. If I can move that, I'm just putting, yeah, we're good. That was good. Yeah, I don't need to do nothing of that. So they all good. We're all good. That one back in. Don't fall. All right, super quick valve body check. That's all I'm doing to it. Okay, I got my valve body, spacer plate, gasket. I got a check ball there. I got the spring with the plunger there. I got the spring with check ball there. Now, if you got, this is early C6. If you got a later, I guess 76, 77 or whatever up, there's gonna be another spot right here for a check ball for the reverse. It's gonna be a spot that looks something like that here. And the earlier ones, the check ball is in the reverse, low reverse piston. So This one don't have a check ball, but if you got a spot that looks like it needs a check ball, that's for the reverse. If you don't have that check ball in, you won't have no reverse. So there's that. So I used some transmission goop to hold this all in place. So hopefully I can set this on, no problem. It's gonna go like this. Right there. Okay, got the valve body together. Got all the bolts in. Filter. All the bolts in, snug down. I don't know what the torque is. I just snug them down. Little bitty bolts, so. Yeah, all right, valve body's ready. Low reverse piston, check ball, seals. Make sure it's straight in there. There it is. Make sure that was straight. There we go. Okay, that's ready. So I got my case cleaned up. See, I need some, I see the seal's gonna go here and there. I need to oil that. Get some oil on those. Get some oil on this one out here too. Oiled up good. All this. Inner and outer seal. See if I have any luck getting this guy in. Going. I don't know if it's all the way. Going. I don't know if it's all the way. Now it's going. All right, now we're on. It's all the way in there now. Now for the inner race, for the sprag, one-way clutch. Got a little blood going on there. Now, if you got a later model, you're gonna have an oil hole. See this oil hole right here? You're gonna have a corresponding oil hole there. And in the case, you're gonna have an oil hole in one of these spots, and you gotta line that up. You gotta match this oil hole with that one. But this earlier one, it gets oil from a different location. So just so you know, get bolts in from the back side. Okay, I gotta get those in, get them torqued to like 24, 25 pounds. Okay, I got all my springs in. This is a spring retainer. Right there, snap ring. So it takes a special tool to pull that down on the springs to get that snap ring in. But I seen one guy on YouTube, if you got something perfectly round that'll fit over that, and you smack it with the hammer, it'll shove that spring down and lock that snap ring. So I'm gonna try that. So I got the springs and the retainer and the snap ring as far down as I can get it. I mean, it's not in yet. I got this piece of 3-inch PVC thin wall sewer pipe. I'm gonna take the bell in, fits over that perfect, and stands right on top of that snap ring. So the theory is just smack this real good with a hammer, and it should push those springs down and that snap ring fall in place. So I don't know, let's find out. It might be too long, kind of high there. Try it, see. Oh, looks like it's close. Just one hit. Feels solid. I think it's in there. Yeah, it's in. Maybe not all the way. Double check. Might have springs flying here in a minute, who knows? It's in there. I say she's in. So I got the new style. I got a new roller sprag, different style. And they say with this style, you got these snap rings. You got a snap ring on each side, one there, one here that's got to come out, stay out. No snap rings on a new one. Before I take them out, I want to make sure I put this in right. Let's see, I got the bearing and the spring is on the right side of the bearing. So this needs to go in the same. Bearing and the spring on the right side of the bearing. So let me see if I get the snap rings out. Bearing out. Yep, good thing I got a new one because that just fell apart. Snap ring out. Snap ring out. Clean that up. This should go in like this. Just like that. Very carefully. Turn it clockwise. I'm trying to go in. Yep. So it turned clockwise, but not counterclockwise. All right, I guess I should have put some oil on it. I got the new clutches of steels for a low reverse clutch. So I'm gonna make sure it's the same thickness. I mean, this here only don't even look wore out, but 75, 6. $75. Okay, steel. $66. $66. Okay, we're good. Same. So the new same as old, so it should be the same number goes back in. Before I put the low reverse clutches in, I want to, on the inside, I'm gonna put the shaft, rear shafts and all this back stuff, parking pile and all that good stuff in. I got a new shim kit. So I'm gonna replace this one old one. I got a new seal for the shift shaft. All right, shift shaft, a little oil on it. Right there. Yeah. Right there, nut. Let's see if I can do this. Ain't nobody said it's gonna be easy. Get foot right there. Get right there. That ought to be tight enough. Kick down shaft. Get a little oil on it. Right there. O-ring seal. Get it cleaned up on that side where it rubs on that seal. Nut washer. Half inch. Snug that up good. Everything's good there. All right, parking pawl. Pin. This guy. Right there, a spring. Get a clip in behind the case. Yep. Get this guy in a spot. Bolts. About 25, 24 pounds. About that much. Let's try it out. Yep. That's the way it's supposed to work. Get this new shim in right there. Put some goop on the back side to hold it in. This guy goes in next, and then this guy. Put some oil on that. All right, shim come out. That ain't good. I don't want that on that side then. Just put some oil on that. That ain't good. I think I'm gonna do it upside down. So now this is gonna fall out, so let me go ahead and take it out so it won't fall out. Now it'll stay in there. Right there. Just now get the governor tubes in the holes. right there. Bolts. $28 and a half. 29. All right, this guy. I got new rings on there. Put some oil on that. Put some oil in the shaft for the bushings. There it is. So I could put the tail shaft housing on it now, but I'm not gonna do that yet. I wanna do some air checks on the governor and the low reverse clutch when I get the clutch in. So now I'm ready to put the clutch in. One-way clutch. Without losing any of the bearings. Turn it clockwise to get it in. Like that. Supposed to turn clockwise, but not counterclockwise, so yep. Got that. Now this guy goes in. See if I can get my snap ring back on now. There you fell in. Seen it fall in. All right, now I can put the clutches in. I gotta start with steel. Clutch. Steel. Clutch. Get in there. Steel. Clutch. 3 more of them sucker. There it went. Steel. Clutch. Steel. Clutch. Now this guy here, looks right. Snap ring. See if I can move it a little bit without knocking it out. There it is. Now get it in. Now that's in. Okay, planetary gear next. 4-prong shim. Put some of this on there to hold it in place. Right there. Lube it up with some of this stuff too is fine. All right, let's see if it'll go in. Easy enough. There it is. That's in. Air check, low reverse. Yep, see it? Hose pressure. Governor. When it flutters like that, it's working fine. Low reverse. Perfect. We good. Snap ring. Holds the planetary gear in. Goes right in there. Got to pull this out a little bit. That's what it is. Got to pull that inner clutch hub out a little bit to get it in there. Now it's going in. Yeah, it's in there now. 4-prong washer right there. Little goop to hold it in place. Sun shield. Some oil on these bushings where the washer runs. Right there. Planetary gear. It's got the Torrington bearing. You have to take the gears out and change that, so that never did come out. Put a little of this on there to hold it in place. Right there, a little bit on the side, just lube it up. the blood off of it. So this should go in that lip right there. There it is. Right there. See what goes next. Let's see, what did we put in? We just put this guy in. Okay, this goes next. Another washer. Now, there you go. And before I forget, put this guy in. That's the race for the torching bearing and the other drum. Okay. Torching bearing is in with the race under it. I got the other race here for a torching bearing. I got the 3-prong washer in. Get a little lube on this. This is a forward clutch drum. This got to go in. All your clutches got to get lined up with that. See if we can make it happen. There it is. Now it's all in. All right, that guy's in. Now for a reverse high clutch drum. All right. See if I get this reverse high drum in. Put a little lube on that. It's gonna be another complicated one. Got to get all the clutches in. There it is. Okay, I got my forward drum in. It's in there. Wiggle it in till it went clunk, meaning it hit bottom. I got the forward reverse drum in. Band. I got my pump gasket with some goop to hold it in. I cut the head off a couple 5/16 standard threaded bolts and put it in there as studs to help guide the pump going in. I got my new O-ring on the pump, a new 1-prong washer with some goop to hold it down. I got my new sealing rings lubed up. I got lubed up for the bushing surfaces. Got lubed up in here. I got it lubed up in here for the sealing rings, which are up in there. So, let's see, these 3 holes should line up with those 3 holes. So, let me see if I can get the pump in. See what happened. Let's see, it's gonna be like. this other bolt lined up right there. This guy in place. In. I got my 2 studs out, I got all the bolts started. All right, pumps all the way in. I got to torque those down. Let's see what it looks like in here. Yep, got just a little bit of slack. A little bit of end play, exactly what you want. Just a little bit. So it must be right. So I'm gonna lube up my input shaft. Bushing surfaces, spline, all that good stuff. There it is. All right, see if I can turn that. I hate to put pliers on it, but yeah, we're good. And if I turn the tail shaft, got just right amount of end play in that, so we good. See, that'll turn that way. If I turn it the other way, we get that kind of action. That's good. All right, so I torqued the pump down now. Servo for the band. This is not rebuildable, but it's good, so that's good news. Get a little lube on that. Get a little lube down in there. Both of those surfaces. It should slide in. Just like that. Spring goes right there. I got my new nut with the built-in O-ring on the adjustment for the band, gasket. Wait, we got another O-ring. Got another O-ring. Let me get that on. All right, got my new O-ring. Lube it up a little bit. Like that. I got the spring on. See if I can get this guy in. Shouldn't be no problem. Run these down. Torque them down 28. Get my adjustment started for the band. 5/16. Of course, this guy goes there, and this one goes in that notch right there. Like that. So the adjustment gets torqued to 10 pounds and then back it off 1.5 rounds, and that's the adjustment. All right, that's about 10. Right there. Everything looks good. Back it off 1.5 rounds. 1.5. Lock it down. Right there. All right. Band adjusted. Air checks. Okay. Low reverse clutch. Of course, we already checked that. Governor. It's working good. Main drums. Working good. Band. Working. Okay, we're good. Good to go. Okay, tail shaft housing. Seal. Put a little of this stuff. Permatex 2, just to be sure. Right there. Lube up this bushing here for drive shaft yoke. Lube up the end of the inside of this seal. Right there. Nice clean block of wood. Done deal. All right, gasket. Permatex 2. I got one of these little brushes. I chopped some of the bristles off of it, make it a little shorter. And went around this. You shouldn't have to even put nothing on that with the gasket. But I had a couple recently during my builds. I have every now and then I got a rear cover leak, tail housing leak. So I'd rather be safe than sorry. So I'm gonna put on both sides actually. It ain't that worse than a tail housing leak. Well, it is something worse, but it's not good to have a tail housing leak, so I'd rather be safe than sorry. Like I said, I got it on my case. I got it on the housing and the case, so put this on the case right there. Here we go. Okay, modulator valve. So this is a 68 early model, so it's got the screw-in modulator. Make sure you got the valve and the pin. Lube that valve up a little bit. Pin. And I like that. I got a little Permatex 2 on the threads. Make sure it seals good. Hey, I think that takes a gasket, don't it? I believe it does. Looks like it does. I'm gonna put a gasket on it. Okay, valve body. Last thing. Well, no, not last, but next, valve body. You gotta make sure that you get the shifting stuff lined up over and all this gotta get lined up when you go in with this. So let's see if I get that. Right there. There, now we're in there. Okay, I got that. I got that. Got that little spring action. That's like it's supposed to be. And that's locked in place right there. Like that. So I got my pan cleaned up, gasket on. I used Permatex 2 and glued the gasket to the pan. And then I put me a thin coat of oil on the outside so to help seal here. And plus, if you ever had to take the pan off, hopefully the gasket will stick to the pan and not the transmission. So pan's going on. Oops. Except, not with that filter. Okay, this filter sticks up too high. Yeah, luckily I had another filter. I mean, you see the difference there. Okay, see if the pan fits now. Yep, now we got something. All right, get those pan bolts in and we'll pretty much be done. All right, guys, got her done. 68 Ford C6 automatic transmission, rebuild and assembly. Hey, this thing's gonna be great. You hear me?